Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading. This is going to be an intuitive advice reading. Personally, I don't know what this reading is going to be about yet. You do, because it's in the title, but we're going to just see what the universe, I'm just asking, this is like a new thing I'm trying. I wanted to create like more specific collective reading, or just to see what happens. I'm still doing the regular readings. People always panic when I do these. It's like, no, I'm not changing anything else. I'm still doing all the sign readings and everything like that. This is just something different to try. So let me know what you think down below. But we're going to see what this reading is about, because I have no clue. And we're just going to pull these three cards here and see what is going on for you here. For some of you, I feel like you are at a crossroads. So I feel like this is for those of you who are trying to make a decision at this time. Definitely looks like a crossroads reading to me. It's like a cycle has come to an end. You feel like you're stepping into this new world here. But which path do you choose, or what choice do you make? That's what we're going to look into here. So let's see what is going on for you. For a lot of you, I feel like you're, right away, if you are at a crossroads, I feel like your kind of like initial gut instinct is the right direction. Look, Queen of Swords as your first card. It's like you know exactly what you should be doing at this time. I think one thing that you need to realize here, for sure, if this reading is for you, I would say that you need to realize that it's like you might be, I feel like you're worried about things. Let me just put it this way here. I feel like some of you could be worried because it's like maybe you're at a crossroads, you're trying to make a decision. I feel like the decision that you're kind of leaning towards, it's not like traditional. It doesn't fit into the, I'm really surprised the Hierophant didn't show up here, because that's what it feels like to me. The Hierophant is inside the box. It's traditional, the way things have always been done type of card. Or like even the King of Pentacles would have been, that would make sense as well. We're going to clarify and see. But it's almost like I feel like for some of you, it's like what you're leaning towards, the decision you're thinking about making in your life. It doesn't matter what area of life it is. Could be love, doesn't have to be. Could be in business or work. I see some of you thinking about moving as well here, or making some sort of movement in general. Whatever the decision is, it's like not traditional. It doesn't fit into the box. It's something unique, something different, something that either maybe nobody in your family has ever done before. So, this kind of gives me the vibes of like, going to college, or maybe you're not going to college. Maybe everybody in your family goes to college, but you don't want to go to college. I feel like some of you are making like those types of decisions, right? It's going to be different for all of you, but that's what I'm getting here. You start off here with the Page of Swords. For some reason, I'm getting the words bad luck popping into my head on the Page of Swords. I don't really consider the Page of Swords to be a card of bad luck, but I do feel for some of you, I read intuitively, those are the words I'm getting. I feel like for some of you, it's like you maybe have had a streak of bad luck, or you've been experiencing what you feel is kind of like a streak of bad luck here with the Page of Swords. And it's kind of like making you question things, I feel. You have the Queen of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles here. I'm getting the word appreciation popping into my head here. I feel like you're hoping to be appreciated somewhere. So, you're trying to make a decision where you can receive appreciation. Appreciation could be attention, but it could also just be energy as well for the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is like quality, and it's like quality work, hard work. This person produces things of quality, the person who did that work. So I feel for some of you, this is kind of like saying you're at a crossroads. You're trying to make a decision about probably a change here and that you are wanting to make. For some of you, I feel like you need to realize that a cycle is over, plain and simple. You have the World card here, so it's like you are ready to step into this new world. And, I do feel you are kind of like seeing that here with the Queen of Swords. It's also funny that she has her back to the past, basically. She's facing this direction. She is facing towards the future. So I do feel that some of you are at a crossroads. You're trying to make a decision, but it's like I feel like you are going in the right direction, plain and simple. So it's almost like this reading doesn't even need to happen, because I feel like you're just going to choose. It's like you're going to choose the right choice. Next, we have the World card here. So again, I feel like some of you are going through this birthing process. This is probably where the confusion is. I love the World card. It's a card of accomplishment, reaching a goal, but it's kind of like a card of being stuck in the squeeze. it's like we can be birthing or thinking that we're birthing into a new world. We can think that we're making a transition, or we could be trying to make some sort of change in life. But it's like if we're stuck, it's like we could be like, am I making the right choice? What's going on here? So if you don't realize that you're being born, then you just feel stuck. You don't realize that you're going to pop out the other side. And that's kind of where, this is where I feel some of you who might be resonating with this reading are at. It's like you're in this position where it's like you just haven't popped out the other side yet. You have the Three of Wands, the Star, and the Strength card here. So I feel for some of you that you need to be strong at this time here with the Strength card. I feel that the world is definitely talking about healing as a world that I'm getting on the Star. I mean the Star, not the world. I don't know what I'm talking about. But with the Star, I feel like this energy of healing and needing to take time to be healthy as well. So healing would be a good idea with this card. I also feel that something kind of having faith that things are going to work out is going to be good for you as well. Faith is, very good for law of attraction. The Three of Wands is kind of like you're waiting here for something. So Three of Wands to me represents waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. I definitely feel some of you need to get moving with the Three of Wands for sure. For others, I kind of get more of this energy of, he is looking over this harbor where there are ships in the harbor. It kind of represents the fact that he is surveying those ships. He is almost, guiding them. We could say that he is the person, the harbor master. He is telling those ships where to go. So I feel like you need to realize that you do have a lot of control over decisions that you're making at this time. And I kind of feel like you have it's almost like the universe is giving the opportunity to get things into place, are the words that I'm getting here in your life. And I feel like this is definitely a good thing for sure. And finally, you have the Lovers, which, definitely a crossroads. The Lovers to me can represent having a choice or needing to make a decision. I feel for most of you, like I already said, I feel like most of you have already made the decision to pick the new path. Even though maybe you're hesitating, I feel like this reading is just giving you permission, basically, to to pick the new path or to make the new choice wherever this crossroads is. You have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Wands. They came up with the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, I feel like is saying don't try to do things on your own. He can't pick up all these swords, and the Seven of Swords is like the card of the lone wolf. So I feel like for some of you, whatever decision you're trying to make, I feel like you need to realize that you don't have to do it on your own. You can do it with the help of other people as well. It also kind of represents the fact that things will never be perfect. It's like he's taking these swords from an army that's in the background here, and it basically says he can't get all the swords. There's still two swords here. So it kind of says things will never be perfect. There will never be a time where everything is exactly in the right place for you to make a decision or for you to make a choice with the Lovers card. So I would just pick the new path, plain and simple. You have the Two of Wands, which is taking control, taking the lead, which I feel there's a major element of that here in this reading, where kind of taking the lead, I feel, is going to be a good idea for you. You also have the Knight of Wands as well, which is really saying, I feel like it's saying, allow your desires to be your guide. The Knight of Wands, he follows his bliss, he follows his joy, and that's what this reading is saying, I feel. I feel like it's saying, go towards the thing that makes you very happy, because you will be very happy if you do that with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands has a desire and he just moves towards it. Remember what I said about the Hierophant. I feel like, again, this reading to me is a crossroads reading. You could be, maybe your family wants you to go to school and become a doctor, but maybe you want to be a worm farmer. If worm farming is where your heart is, Knight of Wands, go towards worm farming. You'll probably make way more money than a doctor ever would, but because you're following, your heart, you're going towards what you truly want to do. It's like if you're doing things that you don't want to do, obviously your heart isn't in it, so you're not going to be successful. I'm not saying, again, I always tell people, I'm not saying we should all have passion-based businesses. I kind of agree with people who say passion-based businesses are a bad idea, but I think there's a difference between something that's a passion and something that you're just good at, right? It might not be a total passion, but you're just good at doing something. To me, that's the Knight of Wands. It's kind of like, maybe it's not 100% a passion, but I feel like you'll be happy doing it, and it's something that you do well. So, Three of Pentacles to the Star to the Knight of Wands. It's literally something that you can do well. So I feel for a lot of you, you need to move towards your joy, move towards your happiness. That's what this reading is really saying. But let's see here. Between the Queen of Swords and the Three of Wands, you have the Two of Pentacles, trying to make a decision, being at a crossroads, basically what this whole entire reading is about, exactly what I said. There's a figure 8 on the Two of Pentacles. That is kind of your answer. The figure 8 says, where can you give your energy and then get it returned? Best, plain and simple. So whatever decision you're trying to make, where can you put your energy and get it returned to you, equally, if not better, right? That's what you should be asking. Between the Page of Wands and the Star, you have the Knight of Pentacles here. Kind of like slow, steady progress. I feel like you're making progress, like I said already. Between the Three of Pentacles and the Strength, you have the Ace of Swords. Definitely a victory coming in for you. The Ace of Swords is your inner truth as well. It's kind of like you are living the truth, basically, right? So I feel like there is, this element of you needing to kind of live your inner truth through this reading. With the Three of Wands and the Knight of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands. This is going to lead to quick success. So I do feel that there is quick success for you here in this reading. I also feel that there's a lot of support. Again, Eight of Wands to me is like a card of, socializing. So to me, it's not really a card of your community, but it kind of is, because it is a card of socializing. Between the Star, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Wands, you have the Lovers again. Again, I would move towards something where your heart is. The Star basically says anything is possible as well. Like I said, part of me feels in your reading that this is like faith that is coming into your reading. But the Star says if one thing is possible for one person, it's possible for everybody. So whatever it is you want to do, if someone's already done it, then you can definitely do it too. Between the Strength card and the Seven of Swords, you have the Four of Cups. This is like how do I create this? How do I manifest this? This is all the questions I feel for you here, the Four of Cups. He's like trying to manifest things in front of him, but it's like things are not going perfectly. For some of you, I feel like you need to realize, like, these are the words that are popping into my head. I feel like you need to realize that you are not lost, that you are kind of on this a journey of finding yourself is more what this is. Four of Cups, it's like you've manifested different situations in your life. I feel like none of these situations have been fulfilling to you. Could be in work, business, could be a combination of everything in your life, work, love, pretty much everything. It's like you're trying to get things to fall into place. I feel like you need to realize that it's like each one of those things that hasn't worked out has been like a cup that, like, I feel like it's adding to a bigger cup here. It's almost like it's adding to your pool of water here. And so it's almost like reminding you that you are making progress, even if you feel like you aren't. Top row outcome, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior, but I also feel like it's saying don't give up, keep pushing forward. Middle row here, Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, but Five of Pentacles says do not call attention to your weaknesses. I definitely feel you need to keep it positive here. And bottom row, Temperance. Yeah, no real good answer other than the fact that the Temperance card is kind of like saying you need to keep experimenting, keep trying. He's pouring water between these two goblets here, and it kind of just says that you are creating your own reality at this time. But pretty simple reading, because I feel like it's just saying that you are going to pick the new path. You're going to make the new choice. If you are at a crossroads, or if you are feeling indecisive at this time, I feel like your answer is to, basically pick the thing that returns energy to you between the two choices that you're trying to make here. Plain and simple. Love it. And this is going to lead to rapid success as well. Again, you are going to be very happy if you make this choice in any area of your life. So love it. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Definitely let me know what you think of these down below. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.